hope you all are doing well on this Saturday. And yes, I've got the holiday off. There's a paid holiday, so I'm glad to be home. Wanted to get in before I start this review on some programming notes. Starting on Monday, I'm going to be doing my horror cult exploitation series. On Tuesdays, we're going to have the Dollar Tree Theater. Wednesdays will be Wild Eye Wednesdays, and then Thursdays they will be 80s Archives. Now I'm just going to give you a heads up on the 80s Archives. I don't own all of the movies, so they are going to still be regular reviews. I just won't be able to show the digital copies, the Blu-ray discs, things like that, but I'm very familiar with the movies, and that's how that will be. The Midnight Hour will still continue to 2022. Now, I won't be able to be there for every show. You guys know what's going on with me on the outside, so... but we do have other co-hosts that will step in. As Casey from Interweb Kaiju says, the show must go on. So, this particular Sunday will be on Killer Katie's channel over at Popping the Popcorn. I will not be there as we have to go to surgery on Monday at 7 a.m. for Amanda. And anyways, looking forward to 2022. Thank you for all of you that have been loyal subscribers. And to my new subscribers, welcome to the fold. I don't feel like I've hit my peak yet on the content. I feel like I could do a better job, and I hope to do that for you guys in 2022. So thank you for every view. Thank you for every comment, every connection. It really does mean the world to me. Anyhow, enough with the mushy stuff. Let's get on to this review of The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then Bigfoot. That's right, Bigfoot. Starring Sam Eliiot, Aidan Turner, and Caitlin Fitzpatrick. Let's get into this film. Let's talk about this one, because this one, man, I tell you what, had a lot of different twists to it, and I enjoyed it. So let's talk about it. What you have here is you have Sam Eliot's character, Calvin Barr. Calvin Barr, who, in the midst of World War II, is a special agent who was trained. He's a hitman to kill Hitler. Well, he succeeds with the job, and the really like unique way, by the way, of the assassination, and just really creative the way that they did it. And he basically retires from the military, and he's kind of a private guy. He goes to the bar every now and again, has a drink now that he's much older. He's just kind of one of those older guys that sits on with his dog, watches television, goes to sleep at like 8.
This one soldier. As he got older, the stories got stranger. Some I believed, others...
Ben, you look a little tired. What's bothering you?
Things I could have done differently.
And essentially, he gets attacked at this bar on the way home from going to the bar from these guys, and there's also a car following him. And these guys, they attack him, and he beats the shit out of them. And then as he's home and he's settled in for a day or two, he gets a knock on the door, and it's from federal FBI. They're from Canada, and they come into the house to sit down with him. He's like, "Why the hell are you guys here? What's going on? What are you doing?" They're like, "Well, there is a Sasquatch, Bigfoot, that is plaguing the world right now. He is in the woods. He needs to be caught because he's carrying a virus. Now, you are immune to the virus. Oddly enough, they have his blood somehow from military samples. They know that he's immune to the Bigfoot's virus, and he has to kill him." Reluctantly, he decides to do it. So he goes out into the woods and he hunts down the Bigfoot. And during this whole time frame, he's having flashbacks to World War II. There is a woman that he fell in love with in the film as well. And he is having flashbacks with that and trying to manage his time correctly to be able to get the Bigfoot assassinated, because he's trying to save the world. Because if the Bigfoot gets loose, then it's game over for everybody. So he's having these flashbacks, he's trying to settle in. And he hunts down the Bigfoot, and then I'm not going to give away any of the rest of it from there. What happens, I do not want to spoil the film. There is a culmination between him and the Bigfoot. There is a Bigfoot in the film, folks. Now, there's also a twist to this film, like one or two. So you really, really have to pay attention to be able to understand what goes on in this movie. Because it's just that good. Now, this film had a budget of unknown. I do not know the budget of the film. I've been trying to find it. But it grossed $4,000 in the box office. It took 12 years to make this movie. The director took 12 years to make this film. But it's only shot in 28 days. Which is crazy. And Sam Eliiot has been quoted in saying, "I've never seen a Bigfoot, but that doesn't mean that they don't exist." So, let that sink in a little bit, folks. Think about the content of the movie. So, let me give you my thoughts on this. This was really, really well shot. Really, really well done. If you don't pay attention, though, you can get lost. With a runtime of 97 minutes, I feel like it was one of the first movies I could say, honestly, that I know for sure if it was 2 hours long, I'd still be drawn in. That is how much I love Sam Eliiot in his movies. Huge Sam Eliiot fan. Whatever he does, he's just absolutely, he doesn't miss a mark. And although I've not seen the original Hulk that came out in the 90s, so I don't know, but you get so much with this movie. You get a love story. You get a little bit of the World War II history. Now, I feel like they could have given a little more history to World War II in this, but I think that would have took away from what the premise of the film was. There is a Bigfoot in the film, and the Bigfoot in the film is actually pretty good effects. So, like I said, I wish I knew the budget. Let me know if you guys have seen this one. The twist in the end was fantastic. Let me know what you guys have think about this one. If you've seen it, if you've heard of it. Even if you like Sam Eliiot movie, tell me your favorite Sam Eliiot movie in the comments. And like I said, this one is highly recommended. I want to thank the Spices, Becky and Vince, for sending me this to review. About 6 months ago, they sent me this one. I always like to give props. Just a really good movie overall. Sam Eliiot killed it in this movie. And like I said, it's really good and kind of goes under the radar a little bit. Anyways, I hope you guys had a great New Year's. It is New Year's Day. I'll catch up with you later. Don't forget the programming notes. See you in 2022. Peace.